Hi guys! So I have a special surprise for you today. I actually got a mini haul of the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution lipsticks. They just started selling in the United States. I don't believe that they'll be selling here permanently. I think it's just for a limited period of time and they're only online. I know a lot of you guys have asked me questions about Charlotte Tilbury in the past. Mainly on Instagram, and there were some reasons why I didn't really speak about the product before. I actually do have a lot of the product, and I'll have to speak about that in another video, but for right now, of everything in the line, I really love the lipsticks just in general, but the Matte Revolution lipsticks were not available in the United States until just here recently. So with that said, I did order about 4 of them and 4 of the liners. The lipsticks are pricey. They're pricey here anyway. The price point on the lipsticks are actually $32 a piece, and the liners are $22 a piece. So, of course, I got lipsticks that I couldn't get here, and then I got liners that aren't currently sold here. There were some that came in sets, so you could get them at maybe about a $2 discount, $2 difference. But anyway, let's just get started. So this is the box. If you've ever been by the counter, or if you have a counter near you with Bergdorf's or Nordstrom, you know that this is a typical gift box. You probably saw a lot of these around Christmas if you were looking for them. There's a gnat in here. And I did not ask for it to be shipped this way. This is just how it came. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that off. The lip liner boxes are the same as they are here in the US. They're called lip sheets. I'm going to go over all the colors and all the shades with you guys, and then here are the boxes of the 4 matte colors that I got. Now the difference I will say about these boxes is that the box themselves are actually matte, and in the United States with the regular lipsticks they're actually kind of this glossy finish on the box. Not that that really matters, but I say all that to give you an idea of why the price point on some of these is so high, why this product, this brand is so high. The product is good. Some areas of the product are very good. Like I said, I particularly like the lipsticks the most out of the entire line. But the packaging is very unique. It's very vintage style. So with that said, let's go ahead and get started. Okay guys, so here are the colors and all of the liners, and I'm actually going to go ahead and try these on for you, but I wanted to show you just how they're formulated, how they're built. They're cut a little bit sharper. I've seen them online before several times, so now that I've got them in person, they're not shaped like your traditional lipsticks. I'm not exactly sure what the methodology behind that was, but nonetheless, they look really, really beautiful. I love the packaging. Traditionally, it's a gold. If you look really close, it looks more almost like a rose gold. Just depends on the light. I know it's coming off very gold on the camera. Got Glastonbury. That looks a lot darker online than it does here in person. I actually thought it would be a much darker purple color, to be honest, but we'll see how it comes off on the lips. We've got Love Liberty, which is it's a fuchsia red almost. It's got a blue undertone to it. And this is just my personal opinion looking at it, guys. This is not what I'm reading off of any website. The next one is Bikini Brown. It's supposed to be a matte mahogany brown. That's what it looks like on film and on the web to me. Very Victoria, which is a nude matte color. For the liners, I purchased Bad Romance. That's clearly a very dark, gorgeous purple. I thought that it would pair well with Glastonbury. I have Berry Naughty. I have Hollywood Honey. And I have Foxy Brown, which I'm hoping will come off like a true brown. That is something that was lacking over here in the States. While the lip cheats, the liners are very, very nice, there are some limitations in the line, which I had voiced directly to the line as far as the color options went when the liners were concerned. Given that the lipsticks were so gorgeous and pigmented, there was not a brown liner at all in the bunch. So with that said, let's get started. I'm just going to swatch the liners, but I will try the lipstick on just on their own so we can see what they look like authentically, okay? So actually, let me go ahead and swatch the liners for you first. The first one is Bad Romance, and like I said, that's a very deep plum color. It's not as great as it looks like it would be, or as dark as it looks like it would come off. I thought it would come off more like I don't know, I just thought it would be a bit richer, but it is a nice texture. It comes off a lot like Vino, if you will, by MAC. And I'll even say, I'll go as far as to say, in experience with her lip liners, they are long wearing, so I really like to fill them in a lot on my lips. It really does actually give a nice shape. It doesn't bleed at all, and it does really hold the color. The next liner is Berry Naughty, and it is a true berry color. It's a really gorgeous kind of violet berry color. The next color is Hollywood Honey. It's a nice mahogany red. It's a true red. It's got a little bit of depth to it. It's got a hint of brown in it, just a hint. You almost can't tell, and it'll probably change a bit depending on what you pair it with. Finally, we have Foxy Brown. I really like this brown color. It almost reminds me of Cork by MAC. It's a nice textured true brown. Not too dark, not too light, but a nice solid brown color. Now moving on to the lipsticks. The first one I'm going to start with is Very Victoria. That's Very Victoria. It's the nude of the bunch. It looks a little pink on me, but I really like the color. As pigmented as I thought it would be. It may be more pigmented on somebody else. And again, if you pair it with the lip cheat, probably with the Foxy Brown, it's probably going to change tremendously. Bikini Brown looks like a nice mahogany brown. It's got a lot of red in it, more red than I would prefer on a brown color. Again, on screen and on the picture on the website, it's on somebody with a fairer toned skin, so it's going to come off a little bit different anyway. It's pretty, but it's got more orange in it than what I thought it would have in it. The third one is Love Liberty. Now this one is just like I thought it would be. It's a very fuchsia red. It's got a true blue undertone. I could see it just by looking at it. It's a really, really gorgeous red. Of course, reds I prefer to pair with the liner, so it's a really nice clean look. What I'm liking about that sharp edge on the lipsticks though is that it helps to get on those edges in the event that you're somebody who does not like to wear a liner at all. I always do. But I just wanted you guys to see what the colors truly look like. We've got one more coming up. And the last one is Glastonbury. Now Glastonbury looks like a deep crimson, if you will. It's very pretty. I just expected it to be a deeper purple. She's already got one called Crimson Nights, and that you can get here in the States, and it actually comes off a bit darker and a bit more vampy to me than this does. But these are truly matte textures, whereas the other ones are more of a cream to matte texture. So now for my final thoughts on these lipsticks. For the most part, like I said before, I'm a big fan of Charlotte's lipsticks. I'm not a fan of the entire line. I have to be very honest, but I have to do that in a separate video. So thumbs up or let me know below if you want me to do a separate video on my Charlotte collection. I do actually have an entire collection. I am a little underwhelmed by the colors in this collection. I do like the texture. I believe it's long wearing. It doesn't feel heavy or weird. It's a thinner matte texture, which is not common, but it does remind me a bit of how Wet n Wild actually feels, and those are only $2 a piece. But again, you're paying for a truly long wearing product, you're paying for packaging, you're paying for some limited edition products. So in those cases, it is well worth the money sometimes to spend that extra dollar to get some nice, products just for your collection. They're always packaged beautifully. She does give them more of a vintage appeal. And I would say if you can get your hands on maybe one or two, go ahead and get them in the pairing that you like. They don't all come in a set. They don't all come with a liner. There's just a few of them that are paired that way. And I had to kind of cross shop, if you will, because what the liner that I may have wanted didn't necessarily pair with the lipstick that she was selling it with, except for in one particular occasion. So I kind of lucked out the way that I built my collection. It's packaged beautifully. With that said, I hope that you guys find this mini haul of the Charlotte Tilbury Matte Revolution lipsticks helpful, and I will see you guys on the next go round. Night.